Sprint announced a slew of new phones today at CTIA. Two of them happen to be from Samsung. We have the Samsung Rant messaging phone and the Samsung High Note music-based phone. We're going to take a quick look at both these phones. Both use the new one-click user interface that is visible on some of, it's going to be the new Sprint user interface for its feature phones. You can see the carousel here action. Let's take a look at the Rant real quick. You can see it's a fairly large phone, has a generous screen, has a numeric keypad here on the front. These buttons have good travel in feedback. We've got the standard buttons here. Have a shortcut to the speakerphone. On the left side we have headset jack and the volume toggle. And on the right side we have the camera key, the hatch covering the data port, and on top we have a power button. On the back you'll see the camera plus vanity mirror, so you can take pictures of yourself. And of course, being a messaging device, the Rant slides sideways and shows off a full QWERTY keyboard. So this is a nice 4-row QWERTY. Got good travel and feedback on these keys, generous space, and you can see the screen automatically reorients itself into the landscape setting when you open the phone. So that is the Rant from Samsung, a new messaging phone for Sprint. Now let's look at the High Note. The High Note is a dual slider. Slide it this way and it brings you to the music and media menu. You have a speaker here, and if you slide it this way you have access to the phone's keypad. So the High Note has 6 directional buttons here, which are actually a little confusing to get used to. You expect to be able to use them to navigate, but in fact you use the D-pad itself, which has a scroll wheel. So you can see we're scrolling through the menu system here, and the scroll wheel feels okay. We were told that the build of the phone and the build of the user interface are not final yet, so they're slightly buggy. You can also just press it as normal to cycle through the carousel. On the left side of the phone we have a full 3.5mm headset jack. We have the volume toggle. We have the unlock key and a hatch for the micro SD port. On the right side of the phone we have the camera key, application key, and the hatch covering the micro USB port. On the back we have the camera with no vanity mirror. So this is the High Note, a dual slider music focused phone for the Sprint network that uses the new one-click user interface. And here are the new Samsungs for Sprint.